right, this day has been a long time coming, but it's been well worth waiting for. And what we're here to say, that it's time for the people's voice to be heard. When you listen to the opening statements in the former Sheriff Jack Strange trial, you listen to the closing statements. It is a travesty. It is horrific. And I know for a fact that I was told by so many people that the Strange family was a very powerful family. That Jack Strange, he will hunt you down and he will get you. You know, back in 2012, Jack Strange had the nerve to come on national TV and make the most racist comment that I have ever heard in my life, coming from an elected official. He said that if you come over here with your dreadlocks and your chiwi hairdos, we're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna get you. I had so many people to tell me that the Strange family was so powerful until whatever it is that they wanted, they were gonna get. I want the whole world to know that Jack Strange did all these things. We were protesting back in 2012 right over there in that very spot against the hellhole jail that he was running here in the parish, where he would put people inside of squirrel cages and make them defecate on themselves. He would hold them there for weeks, put a 72-year-old man in the squirrel cage butt naked on cold concrete because he had a traffic violation. Jack Strange ran a God-forsaken hellhole jail, and we can prove that. We were protesting against the squirrel cages inside of the jail, and guess what he did? He came out and he arrested my son for videotaping. And I knew that day that that would be the gasoline on my fire to expose this corrupt sheriff here in St. Tammany Parish. And when you listen at all of these horror stories that's coming out, how he raped, how he incest, how he molested his own family members, it is sickening. He's a very, very sick man. So we're here today because we want our voices heard, and we're saying that Jack Strange did not do all these things by himself. They covered it up for decades. St. Tammany Parish is known to be the highest suicide rate in the whole state of Louisiana. People are killing themselves here in this parish, and I'm like, why? Why are we known as the highest suicide rate? Why do we have more people killing themselves in this parish than out of all 64 parishes in this state? Jack Strange is a very sick man. Why did this go on so long? Why was it covered up? Why, people? Why? Because he did not do all these things by himself. So we're calling for a comprehensive investigation. We want every single person that helped cover this up every single person that knew something about this, every single person that kept voting over and over for the Strang family when they knew that he was corrupt. His administration was corrupt. And the young man that just spoke, how did so many people be convicted of under his corrupt administration? Why did he cover up sex crimes? We have so many complaints that Jack Strang would cover up sex crimes. He would cover up incest crimes. He would cover up rapes and molestation. He would let people go free that did these things. Why did that happen? Could it be that he's guilty of all of these things? Could it be that he did all of these things that he covered up for other people that were doing these things? So we're here to say, every single case that went before his corrupt administration, those people should have the opportunity to have a fair trial. Those people should have the opportunity to be let go free. Because we know that Jack Strang was a criminal. He was corrupt. He was perverted. He is a very, very sick man. You know, power and greed is his dangerous enemy. Because whatever goes up, it must come down. And the saddest thing is that he used his family to cover up his crimes. He used his family to bribe them and lie and steal and cheat the taxpayers' money. Listen, people, this was a blatant betrayal of the public's trust. And he did all of this to us. Abused the taxpayers' money. Took an oath. He swore to the oath to protect us. And he was the real perpetrator. He was the criminal. He was the pedophile. He was the rapist. He was the molester. And there's so many horrible things that happen inside that jail. I have so many horrible stories of the inmates and that was coming outside of that jail. People were being raped and beat inside the jail. So we're here to have our voices heard. And the jury is in deliberation. The jury have taken their instructions from the judge. The jury has to make the final decision now. The jury has to determine whether or not Jack Strang did all these things. But we're saying as a people, our voices need to be heard. We are fed up with the corrupt politicians. We are fed up with the judges that are drunk on power, the prosecutors that's drunk on power and greed. You know, Walter Reed was up under Jack Strang administration. He's in prison now. Could it be that there was some collusion, there's some connection between Walter Reed and Jack Strang and all of their corrupt administration? Could it be that the people have been deceived by these phony and fake leaders, politicians, that have lied to us, that have betrayed the public trust. We're here to expose it and shine the light on this darkness, because enough is enough. Thank you. From inside of the court, that doing the closing statements, and by the way, the prosecution was doing a great job, because that's what we want to see as a people, that these type of crimes be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, which is so important, because we don't want these sick people to come back into our community and create more havoc on our citizens. One of the things that came out was that the defense for Jack Strain, by the way, he did not have any defense whatsoever. He did not even take the stand in this case. He didn't have nothing to say. You know, he didn't have no witnesses, nothing. So they rest without bringing forth any evidence or any type of rebuttal whatsoever. So what really is shocking to me, and that what I want people to know, is that during the closing statements, the defense, he was going after the fact that all of this was made up, that the FBI, you know, was the perpetrators, and that they made all of this up, that Jack Strain, you know, was a pedophile. And the reason why they were able to get the witness, over 30, you know, witnesses to say that Jack Strain did these things to them, was because they were afraid of the FBI. But I'm here, I want the world to know the truth. They were not afraid of the FBI. The victims were not afraid of the FBI. They was rescued by the FBI because of the fact that Jack Strain had put so much terror into the people in St. Tammany Parish, to whatever they turn, whatever they say, wherever they go, they was afraid for their lives, because Boo Boo Strain was powerful. They knew that whatever Boo Boo Strain wanted, he was gonna get. To the point where he paid his victims $500,000 a year to keep this covered up. Now that's a crying shame. $500,000 a year. How they manipulated the work release program, stole the people's money, and paid his victims $500,000 a year to keep this covered up. So that's why they were afraid, because whatever Jack Strain wanted, he got it. Thank you. Yeah, I feel for the victims, especially for his family members that had to testify in the courtroom, and that the secret had to finally come out. You know, we walking around, you know, in this terror, in this fear from a sheriff that's drunk on power, that's sick, pedophile, molesting and incesting and raping his own family members. Enough is enough.
You don't have to worry about that no more, man, because he's in custody. You can't get no more secure than St. Tammany Parish right now. So why don't you put it on something and help the family and let that man, they're going to convict him already. You ain't got to,
Did you vote for him? Did you vote for him?
Hey, he was my buddy.
Did you vote for him?
He babysitted my kids, all right? I'm from Abita Springs. Okay, my name's Albert Milton Welch Jr. The man's already been sentenced and prosecuted.
Hasn't been sentenced yet.
Okay, he's been prosecuted, right?
Yeah.
Then what the hell are you worried about the sentence? He's going to sit the rest of his life in jail.
We'll see how St. Tammany Parish does that. Since they did it here.
St. Tammany Parish.
Since they didn't get a special
Parish is
prosecutor.
the most corrupted parish in the state.
And they're trying to convict
Right,
the
you
most
right.
corrupt.
So how
So
did they,
put it
how
on
did they cover it
TV.
up? How did they cover this up with Jack Strain for so long? Because it's a corrupt parish. Because the parish is
Let me
sick.
say something.
Yeah.
Let Jack Strain get his sentence and let the man die. Because that's what's going to happen to him. Once he goes into federal prison, you know what's going to happen to him? He's going to be in solitary confinement the rest of his life. Because they're not going to let him out with the general public. Because if they let him out with the general public, you know what's going to happen to him?
No, we don't know. We don't know what's going to
I
happen.
know. You don't know nothing about prison?
No.
You need to go spend some nights in there.
But what's going to happen to Jack Strain, though? You know, he's so powerful. He
Powerful.
might be getting steaks and lobster and shrimps and all of that in
What
jail.
the hell does it matter to you?
Well, I'm just saying.
We
I
want to
don't
see
know what's
corruption
gonna
in St.
happen.
Tammany
Just
Parish
saying,
stop.
What does that matter to you?
We want to see corruption in St. Tammany Parish ended. That's what it matters. If there's going to be justice, let it be justice for all, not just some.
Let it go. It's going to be justice for all.
That's why we're here. So
It's going to be justice for all.
We don't
Trust
want nobody else to come in and do what Jack Strain did. How about you? Because he was your neighbor and buddy. Did he do you?
You cocksucking son of a bitch.
I'm just asking the question.
No, I'm telling you right now,
Well, I'm asking
motherfucker.
the
Don't
question.
you ever talk to me
Hey,
like
why
that.
not? Why not? This is how you talking.
Calm down.
Okay.
Don't
You
step
don't calm
this way.
down. You
Don't
just see
step
what
this
he
way.
asked me.
That's what, yeah.
You see
I'm
what he
asking
asked
you.
me?
I asked
You
that
better
question.
cut these phones right now, baby.
Why?
No, we all right, baby. Go ahead.
No,
Go
we're
ahead.
not all right.
Yeah, we all right.
We're not all right.
Because we don't know who all he did it to and got away with it.
I don't give a fuck who he did
It's
it
a lot
to.
of big
Let the
victims
man
out
go
here,
to
sir.
prison.
It's a lot of victims out here. You know, it's a lot of
Oh
people
yeah,
getting
and they
suicide
all
here.
gonna get the money back. The government
You
done
think they
said
killed
that.
Your wife? You think they killed your
The
wife?
president
What
of the
happened?
United States and the governor of Louisiana said all these people gonna they're gonna get back what they were took financially. They'll never get back what's in here. What's in here and what's in here? What's in your heart?
Seeking after the truth.
Well, you already know the truth.
Now we're going to see if these jurors deliver the truth.
The jury ain't got no choice.
Oh, that's why we're here.
No, they ain't got no choice.
That's why we're here.
Well, it sounds like
But
you
why
know,
don't
it's a
you
lot of
wait?
people that been
Why
doing
don't you
stuff for a
wait
long
until
time.
the jury makes the decision and then get on his ass?
You want to talk, baby? You want to talk on the microphone? Come on.
Hell no, they don't
Come
want to
on.
talk. Nobody
Y'all
wants,
come on,
nobody
talk
wants
on the
to be
microphone.
seen.
You know, it's a lot of people that keep the secrets and let this stuff go on for too long. You know, too many people have suffered up under these secrets. You know, too many secrets, too much suffering have went on. And I can tell that that man was Jack Strain's.
What you telling your kids? You telling your kids how to act and what their life's gonna be like? And if that's what it is, your kids are gonna have
We don't want people covering up these
Where the
crimes,
hell are
sir.
they gonna be in 30 years from now?
We don't want. So why do you think he let the rapists and the molesters go free?
Because he did it himself and he didn't want nobody knowing of what he did.
Wow, there it is, people. There it is right there. So you can't make this kind of stuff up when I have had so many people tell me that this man would not prosecute or put a rapist or a person that was charged with molestation or incest. He would let them, and I know of one case, and I was hoping that this young lady showed up today, that her child was being molested by her boyfriend. And we know these things happen. But when she filed charges against the boyfriend, after she had all of the evidence, witnesses, DNA, everything that the boyfriend had molested her child, she took it to Sheriff Jack Strain, and he refused to arrest this man with all of that evidence. He refused. Him and Walter Reed would not prosecute this man where all the evidence was there